the show over. So we see more unpredictable television, then obviously we're going to see viewership and ratings increase, which is always a good thing. You never want to see that bump in ratings. You don't always want to see that consistent bump, because when you see that consistent bump in the ratings chart all the time, then obviously there's something wrong. It has a flaw and it needs to be corrected. But if you have unpredictable TV, that is the key to ratings. That is the key to a consistent fan base who are always going to tune in. There is nothing better than hearing a fan of a show say, I have to tune in next week to find out what's going to happen. It's like a daytime soap opera, which I will admit that I do have a habit of watching. You know, you watch it from day to day to find out what's going to happen because it's unpredictable. Anything can happen in daytime soap operas, so you watch them, not just because you're a fan of it, because it's so unpredictable. You find yourself sometimes saying, yes, I knew that's going to happen, but more times than often you find yourself saying, I didn't expect that to happen, because there are so many different outcomes for a potential storyline that's going on in a daytime soap opera. And I wish I could say the same thing about just these series on television, either series that have been around for a few years or newer series that still have a lot of novelty to it. And that's one thing that Shake It Up didn't have in its first few episodes, was the fact that it didn't have as much unpredictability going for it now as it does in later seasons. So I hope that if they come back for another season, which obviously they're going to, they have more unpredictable episodes than they previously had. That is why this show has always been one of my favorite shows. It probably wasn't in the first few episodes, but it becomes more of my favorite episode, more of my favorite show rather, in later episodes, because it just gets more fun to watch. And apart from that, this cast is one of the most talented casts that I've ever seen put together for a Disney show. I mean, yes, you have different cast members of other shows that have one or two talents that make them stand out, and that's obviously the reason why they've been contracted. But when it comes to this show, I mean, this show's success has been blown out of proportion, because these cast members are multi-talented and they are skilled in more than one area. And apart from that, they're also raising awareness about critical issues, no matter if it's bullying, different disabilities you have to be challenged with from day to day, trying to do charitable functions. I mean, this show has done it all, and they are in a position they are very deserving of being in. I've been very critical of it in previous video blogs, but to attend this series, to continue it kind of, I'm throwing this one up and being more positive of it. I'm choosing to be more positive of it because I know more information in the way of a background of this show, so I have no reason to be critical of it. If the show does something that I don't approve of, then obviously I will become critical of it, but I don't see any faults with this show, even though the show does have faults, and I will admit to you that it does have faults because it focuses on one or two aspects a little bit too much. They probably focus on the chemistry a little bit too much of different things going on the show, or different issues, probably more than they probably should be, when they could be devoting more time to doing things they don't necessarily bring up on the show. It does have its faults, but I'm going to go ahead and give the show the benefit of the doubt and say that this season finale is going to be one of their biggest, and I want to offer congratulations on the behalf of both myself and this radio show for the success of this show, not only because of the producers, not only because of the cast members, but because of each and every one of you. This happened for Shake It Up because you believed in it, and all of you made this happen. So the millions of you that have either joined their conversation on Facebook, or have followed them on Twitter, or have watched every episode of Shake It Up from season 1 up until this point, this season finale of their latest season, obviously coming back for another one, deserve credit. My hat's off to each and every one of you, because this happened because of each and every one of you. Speaking of Selena Gomez teams up with the Jump Smokers for Love You Like a Love Song, the club remix. I'll have it for you when we come back.
When something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. Covering all the latest breaking news daily. Interactive forums where you can chat with thousands of other wrestling fans. Exclusive editorials and audio features by some of today's top wrestling superstars. Exclusive video content, weekly polls, live play-by-play coverage of every WWE and TNA pay-per-view. And now, featuring WrestleZone Radio, live with news, in-depth discussions, debates, and interviews with wrestling's top stars, past and present. When you think wrestling, think WrestleZone. WrestleZone.com.
He considers himself God's gift to wrestling, and millions of his faithful agree. With nearly 4 hours of footage and exclusive commentary and matches, this DVD chronicles Daniels' rise from Chicago's Windy City Wrestling to the Asylum in Nashville and finally to the top of TNA. TNA Home Video presents Heaven Sent, Hell Bound, the best of Christopher Daniels. Available at most retailers and TNAWrestling.com.
Hey, you right there, the one listening to this show. While you're tuning into this broadcast or when you read the news on WrestleZone.com, are you forming opinions of it all? Or do you just agree with everything you see and hear? If you actually have some sort of afterthought, which, by the way, is normal, we want to know what it is. There are thousands of wrestling fans just like you that simply can't hold their thoughts in either, and they let it all out in our interactive forums. You have a voice, so use it. Simply visit forums.WrestleZone.com. Don't just be active, be reactive in the official WrestleZone.com forums. For all the latest in mixed martial arts, be sure to visit WrestleZone's sister site, SureDog.com. Complete with daily news, exclusive video, interviews, live radio broadcast, interactive forums, and the very popular Fight Finder with bios and complete match-by-match histories of your favorite fighters. SureDog is the only place you need when it comes to mixed martial arts. Visit SureDog.com today.
Hi, my name's Adam Nudelman, but I play the Phantom on the radio. I'm here to remind you that, screw that, my book, Mysteries of Wrestling Solved, is available at finer bookstores everywhere. That stupid fake voice, I hate it. I wrote a book along with Sir Adam Kleinberg called Mysteries of Wrestling. It has the questions that you wanted answered. Why does Steve Austin hate Jeff Jarrett? Are referees really blind and stupid and dumb? Who is actually the toughest wrestler in the business outside of the ring? Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Kamala. We get down and dirty with insider facts you've never read about anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? It makes a great stocking stuffer. You're too short, you buy 3 of them, you get taller, you just stand on them. Mysteries of Wrestling Solved by ECW Press, written by Sir Adam Kleinberg and Adam the Phantom Nudelman. Available everywhere. It's done. The plug is done. I'm done. I didn't sell it well enough. There's naked pictures of China in there. Okay? Thank you.
Available now on DVD. John Triton is on the toughest, most important mission of his life.
You have a hostage. It's my wife.
And with everything on the line,
I gotta do something, and I gotta do it now.
nothing and no one can stop him.
See, I tried to kill this guy twice today.
Now, see the Marine in a whole new way with the unrated version. Get more edge-of-your-seat action, more mind-blowing explosions, more of the Marine. This unrated version features material too hot for theaters. Plus, special behind-the-scenes features. John Cena is the Marine. Only unrated version. Available now on DVD. Rated version also available.
I know what you're thinking. I'm not a real athlete. I'm just a wrestler. I'm 6'10", 328 pounds.
I won boxing's Golden Gloves 3 years in a row.
I was a national champion at the University of Miami. My jersey was retired at Florida State.
I was the ultimate fighting champion.
When you step through those ropes, bad things do happen. Had over 200 stitches.
I suffered a dozen concussions.
Broken bones.
I separated shoulders.
Damn near broke my neck.
Blown out knees. But I've still got up.
This is who I am.
This is what I do. I'm not really an athlete. This isn't real. Try lacing my boots.
Every day I train. Thousands of hours of practice.
Injuries can happen at any time.
My kneecap just kind of blew over to the side of my leg. I've torn the pectoral muscle completely off my shoulder.
I've had surgery 5 times in my left knee.
You do question, can I come back from this? My body, my life is on the line. Don't risk yours. Please, don't try this.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Clarke, the voice of HEW Entertainment Radio. For years, HEW Entertainment has been the #1 professional wrestling news website on the internet for good reason, including headlines, extensive video footage, a radio program weekly, a weekly column for our users to read, video footage from HEW Wrestling Network, a YouTube channel, a MySpace, a Facebook, everything that a professional wrestling news website should have. HEW Entertainment has it for you in one place. Event results, video footage, news headlines, thousands of images, a weekly column, a weekly radio broadcast including archives, fantasy results, live chat rooms, forums, pay-per-view play-by-play, and so much more. For more information, add us today at facebook.com Jonathan Clarke and check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com Jonathan Clarke 22 to subscribe to our YouTube videos. HEW Entertainment is professional wrestling's most hated website and the #1 wrestling website on the internet today. Find out why by pulling us up through any major search engines such as Google, Yahoo, Alta Vista, etc. HEW Entertainment, your one source for everything professional wrestling. Do you have an opinion about something you've heard on HEW Entertainment Radio? Well, here's your chance to get a hold of us. Send us an email at hewwrestling@hotmail.com or send us a friend's request on MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment Radio. What are you waiting for? We'd love to hear from you, so drop us a line. Want to let Jonathan